This week, we find out Chloe locked a butler in a freezer. I am a bit of a softy, and David has the hots for Lara Croft. And let's be honest, who doesn't? So let's strap down, let's strap in, and let's do this.
This is just another trucking podcast.
Hello, this is Just Another Trucking Podcast. I am your host, Tom. Merry fucking Christmas. I don't know.
Merry fucking Christmas to you.
This
God, it's not
is
the
where we're
Christmas
going
special,
this week. This is how we're starting off the Christmas special. I hope you're all
That's
bracing
next
yourselves.
week is the Christmas special.
Is it?
Yeah, and if you got that energy next week, then I'd.
Oh right, okay, right. So this is the Eve. Like this is our Christmas Eve special.
Yeah.
No, it's the week before Christmas special.
Yeah, it's the eve of the other show, which is the Christmas special.
Is it the pre-ejaculation episode?
Wow.
Okay, so
that wasn't expected. Okay.
that's the energy that she's bringing this week. Interesting. I didn't expect that. Did anyone else? Didn't expect to be making a pre-cum joke this early into the game, but there we go. How was the monetization going there, David? By the way,
No, we don't.
so
We actually
well.
we're not monetized at all. Actually,
thank fucking God.
Not till we get to 1,000. Once we hit 1,000 subscribers, then we can actually start getting paid the big bucks. I think I calculated it to be like maybe $5 every month.
Fucking A.
So that'll be nice.
We can retire.
But of course, we can't cash out. We cannot cash out till it reaches $100.
Oh no, we can't, can we?
No, we can't. We just got to let it build up.
Yeah.
I was going to say it's only 60 quid, but that's probably equivalent, isn't it? With exchange rates and stuff.
I know, right? Do you guys have an app, a money exchange app called Venmo in England?
No, I'm aware of.
I've heard
I'm aware
of it.
of
Yeah.
it.
What do you guys use? Was it Resolute or what's it called? There's a company. What do you have an app that you guys use over there when it comes to exchanging money between one another?
PayPal.
I mean, your banking app.
Yeah, bank.
Okay. Oh yeah,
Direct
yeah.
PayPal.
Revolut. My parents made me download Revolut just so they can actually send me money easily for their grandkids over here. But I was just more of like I was just wondering, isn't like because Venmo is like huge. Everybody has Venmo.
So is that, by the way, this is not sponsored by Venmo. Is that is it a bank then?
No, it's just I don't think it's a bank.
It's just a way of
no, it's not a
sending
bank.
cash, isn't it?
Right.
It's just a way of sending cash.
They must be gaining out of it somehow.
You can hold on to the money. You can leave all your money in there if you want to.
Right.
And but I don't think it's an actual bank per se.
So why don't you just use your banking
But Revolut
app?
is a bank.
Yeah, why don't you just
transfer
it?
Well, but I don't know because we do have a thing called Zelle, Zelle, and that's what all banks use.
Right.
Basically, if you want to exchange money from one to another, all you need is their name or their phone number or email address. But phone number usually is because you never know what an actual person's email it is because everybody has more than one email. So
I thought you just needed a sort code in there.
So yeah, just get the account number and sort.
Well, that's a wire. That would be a wire. Wires are different.
Backs.
A what?
Backs. A backs payment.
Isn't backs and like is it not the same thing?
Yeah, if you pay on via your internet, your bank,
Was
it's
it
backs,
right?
Isn't it?
So I've got is so I'm with Starling, which by the way is probably my favourite banking app. I've since
and we are sponsored by them.
Honestly, it's great. It's the app is so good that certain hotels ban you from using it. You're not allowed to use Starling. That and because. You know how like they take money for a deposit,
right?
Like some if just to make sure like if you destroy things. Well, most banking things there's not really a lot you can do about it, but with Starling you can just go and cancel it.
So it's like a credit card sort of bank almost.
You've got all these stuff on there, but basically you just click on the person that you want to send to once you've got them in there, and just send money. You don't need a third party app.
Nice one. You know what you could do as well to kind of cancel that is if you because you can create like Google can create its own Visa number and you can just delete it immediately. It's like a one-time use Visa number, and so you give that to the the receptionist.
Why
and
in
then
America?
You cancel it, and then you destroy the room.
Right.
Sorry?
Why in America do they have to make things so fucking convoluted? Why can
Because
nothing be simple?
It allows for more people to be employed and make more money. The more middlemen, the more employed people there are, and the more they get to make.
Honestly,
it's not.
Yeah, but it's still
Once they've made
employs
it,
people.
it's made.
it's not. It's a big business that can make as much money as possible. Right. Look at
By doing the least amount of
right.
work.
So look at the tax system. Right, Chloe. Your taxes last year. Honestly, it's quite hard, wasn't it? I had to.
It was pretty vicious. Yeah. It's vicious
I had to
this
go.
year.
I had to go and get the letter from the letterbox. I opened it. I scanned through it. I was like, yeah.
Checks out.
yeah, that was about right, and that was it. How was your tax? What do you have to do for tax there, David?
Well, we have to. It's complicated for me because now I got deductibles. It's running a business. But did you? I don't know what answer you're looking for. But again,
it's just how convoluted it is. Like you have to. It's like you have to go and get this app to make sure your tax is done right, and you have to get an accountant.
Let's just say you're a normal person. Let's just say you're a normal person with an actual job. Then every year you basically got to go to you can do it yourself, but you can go to an actual like a H&R Block or a Jackson Hewitt, and they'll do your taxes for you. Basically, give them how much money you made and how much taxes you actually paid throughout the year, because you get to kind of choose throughout the year how much taxes you pay, depending on how many dependents. The more dependents you claim, all right, meaning as in let's say you have 6 people and you're living in your house, all right, so you would have 5 dependents, all right. But let's just say you're a single person, you can still claim 6 dependents.
So what? If you've got kids, you can claim back on tax.
Yeah, you make because you get a certain amount of money.
Do that? I can't do that.
So what happens is, sorry, I lost train of thought there, Chloe.
Sorry, my bad. So 6 dependents you're on about.
Oh yeah. So, but if you're single, you can still claim 6 dependents. It's just that, and you will get more money back on your paycheck. But now you're going to end up owing a fuck ton at the end of the year. All right, you're still going to pay the exact same amount of money, but you kind of basically I've done that. You can claim exempt where you don't pay any taxes whatsoever throughout the year, but then you got to pay them all in one lump sum at the end of the year. You know what I mean? So,
pay it back.
But again, it is weird. I don't know why they do it that way. Oh well, actually, I do know why they do it, because you got the big huge companies who make a lot of money making this happen. Just like I don't know, That's just what it is. It's stupid.
It's crackers.
It's absolutely stupid.
It's absolutely crackers.
I hear in Australia, when you make $13 an hour, you keep 100% of that $13 an hour. All right, and it's the employer who actually paid the taxes.
What do they deduct that previously? Then I take it.
Yeah. So basically, if you're making $15 an hour, so that's just the way it should be. It's a lot more work for the employer, but I think that's just kind of cool.
One lump sum, though, isn't it, that they deduct then?
Yeah,
that makes more sense. Surely.
I think
it's big money.
Chances are with that, it's all pre-calculated, so you're not really. It'd be no different to us earning like whatever the amount would be, the equivalent amount would be with taxes. I can't imagine it being like it.
No idea. Yeah, in all fairness, you're talking about stuff I have no idea about.
Do you guys get money from the government because you have kids?
You get some money. I think I get like £94 a month.
Okay, so that's not too bad. All right, and that's because you have one kid. Obviously, if you had more than one kid, you'd have more a month.
Yeah, I think you
so
get like
basically what happens for
more.
us. We get $2,000 per kid a year, and when we are filing our taxes, we basically whatever we end up owing, we just get that back, or we get So a lot of times people around tax time, around March, April, and all that kind of stuff, when you actually do get. There's a lot of sales going on because a lot of people who had no money starting off with the year, they finally have a big paycheck. It's like the biggest paycheck of the year for people.
Really,
it's like the only time they ever have money is during tax time. Because chances are the reason that they're poor in the first place is because you got too many kids, and because you got too many kids, now you get the more kids you have, the more money you get back.
Oh, I think I've seen this on is it Malcolm in the Middle or something like that, or one of them shows where they bought like a sofa because like the tax rebate thing. But I don't get it.
Yeah.
I'd rather just
Tax refund.
I'd rather just have it where it just goes out. I don't have to stress
What,
about
just pays
it.
bills?
I don't know.
It's a way of saving. A lot of people consider it a bit of a way of saving. You know, like where they just like once a year they get to splurge, and it's kind of nice.
That
You
would
know,
be quite cool, actually. I imagine. Yeah, I would like that.
Now, it doesn't
would be
work
cool.
for me because I know I pay quarterly on my business, and so I just, it's just so we end up owing all the time.
What business is that again? Sorry.
It's called My Trucking
Oh,
Skills
okay.
LLC. Yeah. It's the company that runs my my game.
I just feel like you've not mentioned it in ages, and honestly,
because you guys give me such a fucking hard time. Oh, you here we go again, David with fucking.
I don't ever remember doing that.
I don't
We've
remember
only
either.
ever supported it.
Have we?
Yeah,
Are you
allegedly.
sure about that?
I would love to talk more about my game, but you guys.
Does it involve more taxes?
Let
Because
me.
yeah, that's boring me now.
Sorry, is it more boring?
It's taxes.
One of the guarantees in life was it debt and taxes?
Oh my god, isn't that
I'm
the
pretty
fucking
much on both
truth?
of those. Yeah.
Yeah, that is the truth. How is your game going, by the way? Is that new one out? The RV one?
The new one is not out. Again, I'll probably be talking about it next year.
Is the zombie version
there's
out yet?
Oh my god, when's the zombie?
We could have a zombie version. I think.
You
Okay,
need a
one of the
zombie
things
version.
Everything needs a zombie
what we
version.
can have though is have zombies as avatars. We can have as many avatars as we want. All right, basically, you get to kind of pick and choose or earn and sell. You can buy with real money, just like any other game out there. You're buying skins, but there's going to be so many different skins, and some of them are going to be limited. There might only be like 2. All right,
Ooh.
and so there could be it could be an awesome one, but
Can we have
you
our own skins?
They'll be able, but they can actually, yeah, you guys can.
Aw.
Again, I can say yes to everything. Is the thing. That's the great thing.
But
about
why can't we
this.
have
And
zombies where we run them over?
You can have zombies.
No, we want to run them
That's-
over.
Yeah, I can. Hey, just like yes, why not? The more zombies yes, absolutely, Tom. We could
should
have
have
mini
a-
games
yeah.
where there could be
Have a
zombies
level.
that you got to run down.
Yeah.
And why not?
And then
yes,
you got to park
can
nicely
totally
at the
do
end of
that.
it. Sounds amazing.
Yeah. So I'll type that out, and I'll add that to the
I
list
swear
of
to God, if
maybe
we got
side
zombies.
quests. Seriously, why wouldn't you have zombies?
It's honestly.
You know what I mean? I think that's a great idea.
I want
This is
there
why
to
love
be like a
talking
blood
about the game.
splatter as
Is
well.
because you got so many other ideas that actually just shoot in and yes.
Trucker Joe
You
comes
can.
up with a good point. Is now you've got this, obviously the truck thing. Have you ever thought of doing anything else, like any other time,
What do you mean?
like any other kind of game as well? Now you've started it, you've got all these apps and games. Is there anything else you'd want to do?
No, I don't think so.
Truck drivers beating up zombies? No.
Right, David.
Well,
David.
Yes.
I have an idea for you. I've vaguely mentioned this to you before, and there was one of them times where my brain was going into like overdrive with something. I like the idea of having a truck management game where basically where you run a trucking company, yeah. And basically, you'll
That
have
would
like
be
a bunch
good.
of trucks where you get to send them around the whole place, but
Got to
it
plan
could
their routes.
integrate your game with it, so that you have to tap on it, and like when trucks get to the destination, you've got to then park the trucks up for them, and you've got to like
And
basically
they can't
put them
use
into...
and they can't use that, and they can't play the game for until it's unloaded. Until they, so they have to
Yeah.
wait.
And you can have
In
shunter
real time.
versions. You can
Yeah.
have a shunter yard where you've got to shunt so many vehicles and
Yeah. And you've got to get the trailer
David,
ready for
Tom's
them.
on something here. Yeah.
And basically,
Well, no,
you
that's
have my
one of those.
idea and your idea, your game already there, and then you have
Yeah.
like a truck management game where you have like a big
Are you
thing.
wanting
Yeah.
money?
No, not really.
Oh, okay. Then yeah. No, I remember everything you said. It's all been written down. I just figured if a year goes by and I just start making the game, I could say, I don't remember. That way, I don't have to pay you any money.
That would be good.
No,
Yeah.
no, a truck management game would be good. I think that would be a separate game altogether, but that would be interesting. Where there's no actual truck driving. There's just the managing of the fleet, basically.
It's basically
Is that
like
correct?
on Euro Truck Simulator. You know how on Euro Truck Simulator you can like have other truck drivers. I'd like to actually be able to kind of like basically it would be a transport manager game where you actually manage the fleet and you have to find them jobs into different things, and you know that they're going to be going to, I don't know, say for instance LA, and you need to try and find them a job from LA with a higher pay rate, or kind of get them going somewhere else. You need to have them pre-planned.
Yeah.
But if you pre-plan a job
and...
too early, then you're going to, then they might miss that job if there's traffic, and there could be like events along the way.
They could hit traffic hours.
Or if you get there and you haven't pre-planned a job, there might not be any jobs when you get there. So you have to kind of like think ahead of the time.
And then you could have a happy and sad face for each driver, like who's happy and who's sad.
Yeah.
You know what I
And
mean?
like different, each.
In a way, it would be like trucking sims.
Yes.
You know,
and you'd have to upgrade the
cool.
trucks, because some trucks would be shit and wouldn't have air conditioning, and like it would say like air conditioning broken, and it would cost money to
deal
fix
with it.
Yeah.
Hey, sometimes you have to say that.
And like,
Sometimes
and you could literally have the option of call driver, support, call driver, and abuse. Encourage or abuse
there's
the
a lot
driver.
of there's a lot of great things in
That would be
there.
really cool. And if the truck breaks down, you got to plan its route to get back, or you got to plan it to get to a garage.
Well, you got to
could
let
do loads.
drivers you have to rely on experienced drivers too, and new drivers, because a lot of the stuff you're saying, well, the driver has to figure that out. All right, just you got to. But if you have an experienced, you pay for an experienced driver, he'll cost you more money.
This is
and there'll be
exactly.
zero problems. But if you hire new drivers, you got to constantly manage them. They're always fucking shit up.
Yeah.
They're always getting into accidents and all that kind of stuff. Oh no, it's a great idea. I love it. And like, and that would be something. Yes, that would be something down the line. Maybe I'll hire a different developer for that. Because I don't want to like kind of take away from what we currently have going on. Because he's.
And the thing is, you could very easily. You could very easily have like an America and a European map, because you could literally just basically just transport swap them across and have like a European and American version.
All sorts.
Yeah.
I feel like we shouldn't be talking this on a podcast. I feel like we've come up with a really good idea. We've just talking about it on the bar.
Everyone's sat here going, "Oh yeah."
Someone's
Hey,
scribbling this down.
if anybody who is listening and have any other ideas for that, then like send them to just another trucking PD at gmail.com, and that would be great. And while you're already on the computer, you could go over to slamandslap.com and buy some merchandise.
I like that. That was a nice segue.
Since you're already on the computer, and but again, yes, games is what my life is right now, and it's coming up with new stuff. One of the things for the new game I just kind of half came up with is a damage meter. So when you were on, because there's going to be a multiplayer part and there's going to be a campaign part. And so, but if you damage stuff in the campaign, well, your meter goes down, just like in your American Truck Simulator or Euro Truck Simulator. But again, if they want to get it fixed, well, guess who runs the mechanic shop? You know what I mean? So you're going to end up having to pay us to run it, or as well as there'll be a fuel meter. If you run out of fuel, well, you can only get fuel from us. So because in the actual multiplayer part,
but there needs to be a don't report button. So where like you don't report the damages that you've caused, but if you get caught, you get fired, and that's it at the end of the game.
It's a get out of jail free card. Yes, honest to God, everything that you're saying is something that like maybe you can earn that to where that's a good idea.
Like defects on it saying it wasn't there when I first got in. You have a little defect book at the beginning of it.
Oh, that's right.
That would be so cool.
See, we've literally just we've come up with a $1 million idea right there.
I think we should contact Rockstar. There you go.
Yeah,
I feel like Rockstar is more than busy at the moment.
Who create Grand Theft Auto 6? Isn't it 6 that they do?
Yeah,
and 5.
Yeah.
Isn't there problems? Is there problems with 6 right now?
I think people are a bit pissy about the fact that
didn't it? Yeah,
I don't know. I think some people are pissy. I think there's some people pissy about the fact there's a female protagonist. Because they always are. I don't really get that. Controversial opinion. I prefer playing as women in games.
Why? Because you like to check
because you can look at them.
Well, exactly.
Yeah, like Lara Croft.
Well, exactly. Why would I want I don't know. If I'm playing, as long as it's third person, if it's first person, I literally couldn't give a rat's ass. It doesn't bother me in the slightest. But if it's first person or third person, I can actually see the person. Obviously, I want to look at last, don't I?
Okay, I just thought when you create a character, you want to play as someone that you think's cool. Not to check out their ass.
Well,
I
women
don't
can
know,
be cool, can't they?
Women can.
I've heard that somewhere.
I don't know,
heard
like
that somewhere. Fuck you.
Gears of War, like Gears of War. Don't know, cracking game, but like literally looking at a guy from the back going, I don't know, just doesn't do it for me. I kind of,
It's a computer game.
Are you playing the
It's a
game
game.
so you can use it for?
Am I
other
playing this game wrong?
reasons?
Is that what the issue is?
Tomb Raider is a good game, though. I'll give you that.
Oh my god, Tomb Raider was fucking
I
amazing.
But when it came out, again, I was a teenager, and just the moans and groans, and there was certain stuff that she did, and it's like,
Dear Lord.
like
Did you ever play
There was-
the level where you're in the mansion? Sorry.
Yes,
go on,
I was about to
Yes.
mention this shit. And there was
go
the
on, David,
butler.
you-
what,
So you were saying-
what happened in the mansion?
Oh, you could just do anything, and you've got the butler that you could just
Anything?
annoy.
Well, maybe
Yeah,
not.
you could, like,
you
swim
can
in
wander
the-
around. Yeah, you could kind of like you could
Yeah.
go and look around
You
the
just
whole
wander
place.
around the. Yeah,
But,
I just
what
found it
was-
great.
I
I
think-
spent hours.
I know that was like one of the first times I played a game where I was just like, I can just do normal stuff and just walk around
Yeah.
this place and just
Yeah.
explore. And there's like it
That
just
was
felt
it.
like
Choco Joe's
open
got
world.
it. Did you put the butler in the fridge? Did you lock him in?
What game was this?
Please
It's
tell
Tomb
me
Raider
you
Which
did that.
version?
Yeah, I think so.
don't
I'm not sure.
remember.
Or maybe we should replay that. But yeah, you
I just-
need the
I
butler.
remember
into
when
the
Lara
fridge
Croft-
and then lock him.
I remember when she got out of the pool, she could get out a certain way where she kind of does a bit of a handstand coming out of it.
Oh
And
yeah.
there was a bit. I think there was a bit of a moan going on there, and there was definitely when she was crawling, when she was going sideways through a small little narrow gap. There was it was a really nice angle of the side,
Oh,
and it was
wow.
kind of zoomed in. Yeah, I'm like, hey, this is
That
yeah.
well, it was that
How old
classic
were you at the
teenager.
time?
Really young.
Oh, there's boobies! Awesome, boobies are great. I mean, don't wrong.
Pointy mounds.
Still,
says
still,
Trucker
as a
Joe.
man of nearly 40, I still look at and still think, "Oh, boobies! That's great." I have not grown up
Yeah.
at all.
And my wife into the minds of my husband's teenage self.
Also, David
Yes.
reliving his young porn days. Gotta get access somewhere.
So much porn, so little time. Fucking.
Oh.
What have I got? I got like 6 years on you, don't I? Like you're like what, 37,
I am, yeah.
Tom? Yeah, so you probably you had access to porn really easily when you were younger.
Did he?
Kinda, to an extent. I mean, it was. Okay. Here's something for you. Here's an admission. We didn't really have. So we had internet to an extent, but not on the upstairs computer. We had it on the downstairs computer, but not on the upstairs computer. So like all the games that I had on there. And when I said that, we had like it was like dial up. And I remember.
Oh, classic dial-up.
Yeah, I remember downloading
Love
porn at college and putting it onto a floppy disk so I could bring it home.
How
And
did you download that at college? Isn't that where it's like most secure?
it was not though. We could do it. I remember that. I remember that I infected like most of the computers in in whatever area. 'Cause the area that I was in, I wasn't in the library downloading porn. I was like in a private-ish
I bet you
area, just to kind of clarify. And I downloaded. It was like a Santa thing. It was like ho ho fucking ho, what a crock of shit. We all work for Santa Claus, fuck it, we quit. Or something like that. It was this song. And I downloaded it, and it was like an
You remember
exe
it.
file. And they instantly put on a virus onto the whole network, and they discovered it was my computer.
No.
And they figured out it was you as well.
Yeah, but no one ever called me out on the porn, so that's all good. We're fine with that. I also once found porn mags in a field, and I treasured that shit. I was like, holy shit, this is like the holy grail.
When
I was
we
like,
were,
"Ooh,
Tumblr,
vagina."
awesome.
I think we were like 14 years old. There was a bunch of us. We play soccer at a different school. You know, it was just convenient. But once every few weeks there'd be a bunch of page 3 girls underneath the trees. And it was just absolutely amazing. You know, well, like again, page 3 girls, they come from England, don't they?
Yeah.
Yeah, which was just I don't know. It was which is so weird that newspapers had topless girls It is just so.
Oh yeah, the
for
sun,
Ameri-
wasn't
It
it?
wasn't.
You know, like-
It wasn't then. But now that I look back
wasn't
on it, it is such a weird thing to have. Like, yeah, this.
Do they still do it?
I don't. I believe they have stopped pastry girls. I don't know if someone in chat can.
Is this
can
what you do as a
confirm this.
family with a newspaper? The man pulls out the centre of it. I'll have
here,
both bits.
here you go, kids. You can have this section.
Yeah.
but you say that, so that was like someone like, because obviously like the man used to read the Sunday newspapers and stuff like that. So he'd be looking through it, sat in the living room, like the kids be around playing, and he sat looking at what's basically porn in the living room. And that's so strange to me. That's like, it just seems very, very bizarre.
Were they
And-
though, or they're not saving it for later?
I don't know. Maybe.
I can't ever say I sat and had my dad looking at a newspaper in front of me with the naked ladies
That
Never
you
happened.
know
Have
of.
you ever?
that I know of. Yeah.
Have you ever seen Monty Python and I think it's called The Life of Brian?
Yes. He's not
I
the
watched that when I was
Messiah. He's a
younger.
very naughty boy.
I watched. I barely remember. I just remember there was a nude scene in it, and the amount of. I just paused it for a long time. I didn't know what to do. Just stare. I'm so young. I'm so young at this point. I just had to stare. I've never seen a bush before. I've never seen boobs before, and it was just absolutely amazing. But it was just because there was no porn around the house or anything. There was no.
Yeah.
There
Was
was
your
no
parents there when
possibility
you
to
were
see
watching it?
anything.
Or you just saw it and paused?
No, no, no.
I
This was,
suspect not if you sat there pausing nudity on the TV. I would at least hope not.
What did you do when when you were a kid and awkward stuff came on like that and you sat with your parents watching a film? You just sat there
Oh my
like,
god.
oh
there's
my
just nothing
God,
worse.
I don't know
Where
if
I'm
I
like,
find this awkward or what's going on.
I'm like, please don't mention it. Please don't say anything. Please don't say. And what about the times when you're just, that there's a sex scene coming up or nudity, whatever,
Yeah,
and there
'cause
is
you
no
see
one
the
in the
film,
room, but your parents are going to walk in right that time.
Yeah.
And like out of, it was just like, yeah. What's
I
my wife
remember-
saying now? David still can't handle kiss scenes, sex scenes. No, I can't. I'm really bad. If a couple is kissing on screen, I look away.
What?
I don't. I hate it.
What?
I don't like. Yeah, seriously. If two people are making out or they're kissing or whatever, right? I look off to the left. Then sometimes I look back to the right. No. Then all right. Tell me when they're done.
Why
What,
is
if you don't
that?
want to make eye contact with them because it might be awkward.
I don't know. It weirds me out. It just makes me uncomfortable. I don't want. It's just. I don't know. It's just something that is just makes me very uncomfortable.
I can't
Or I
watch
just don't
cringy
like the look
stuff.
of-
I literally just can't
Oh,
watch
I
cringy
can't
That's
stuff.
understandable.
Or
Cringy. Yeah, I
stuff
get
like
that.
where,
Yeah.
yeah,
But like The Office,
I hate it. Yeah.
kind of cringy.
yeah, I can't deal with that. Yeah, I have to kind of, yeah, I just have to stop watching it. Or
Yeah,
like sometimes,
can't
or
do that.
some, like maybe not Mr. Bean per se, but that kind of like almost like where stuff's gonna happen, like that's socially awkward, and you
Is
kind
that
of
practical,
anticipating
practical
it.
jokers you've talked about before, David? I think you've talked about it before.
Oh my god!
I can't watch
those
that.
Guys.
That's too cringy for me.
Yeah, no, I
the
I can't watch
cringiest
that.
of all cringiest. I do believe the king of it is not who you think it is, but it is Sacha Baron Cohen. All right, the guy who does Borat.
Absolutely love Sacha Baron Cohen.
But
cannot,
it is so cringy.
I cannot watch Borat. There's
I've
parts of it
never
I
watched it.
like, but I
I couldn't
can't
watch
it.
Bruno. I couldn't watch Bruno
no,
at
no,
all.
No.
I don't think I
Um,
should watch that. No.
His interviews can be kind of fun, but I don't know. There's something. Like,
I
there's certain
admire
stuff that is
him.
just too much.
I admire him. I think he is
Absolutely.
astonishingly funny. However, it's just too much. I just cannot deal with the level of cringe. But he's phenomenally funny, and just some of the stuff that he's done, it is just incredible. Like the characters that he creates. But I mean, I get, obviously, he's got the classic ones, but nothing will ever beat the I can't remember what the character's called from Talladega Nights.
Oh shit!
Not sure.
Yeah.
That's right.
He's
The
into-
the F1 driver.
Yeah, he's in Talladega Nights.
Oh,
And
no,
he's
not the F1. Sorry,
fucking-
was he F1?
You've spilt my macchiato. So
I've not
fucking-
seen it, but
oh my god, you need to watch
You haven't
Talladega
seen
Nights.
Talladega
No,
Nights?
no,
It is
no.
so
Should I?
fucking good.
That's one of those movies I feel like everybody should watch.
Yeah,
There's a few
it's-
movies out there. All right, that needs to be watched.
It's like a
Oh, I've
legal
not seen it.
requirement.
yeah.
It's not. It's like, for instance, like you have to have watched The Matrix. You don't have to have enjoyed
Oh, yeah,
The
Matrix is
Matrix, Like Jurassic Park.
I enjoyed it.
Jurassic Park.
Jurassic
Again,
Park, yeah.
and I'm not saying
Yeah.
like necessarily. Obviously, the Jurassic Park you legally have to enjoy.
I feel like
Jurassic Park.
Elf. Elf is another one
Elf
of
is
those.
so good.
Yes, okay, I
watched
agree.
It the other day, I loved it.
I
Yeah.
personally, I don't like Elf. It has a bit too much of the cringe, but
What, like,
Really?
when he's-
but
Yeah, I can see
Yeah.
that, but I find that
But-
hilarious.
When is what
not
cringy
too
parts?
much.
there's some cringy parts. There are some cringy parts. Oh,
No,
What, when he
it's
eats
fine.
chewing gum
I
from
do.
the sidewalk?
I do have
Oh,
some
yeah,
good
that's
news for you
funny.
guys though. With Christmas,
What?
Violent Night. Go on,
Do you know
watch
what?
it.
I watched that the other night. I watched
Yes!
it the other night.
Yes!
Oh my god! Right,
So
I
good.
watched it and it was really good. And then
It was so
I went
good.
to my brothers and I told them about it, and they were like, "Oh, what's the sign in for your Now TV?" So I gave it, and they started watching. They're like, "Oh my god, what is this?" It's
This-
so good.
Some of the lines are just
It's
like
so
proper
good.
80s, just like, oh, it's so fucking
is
good.
good.
I think there was
It's
like
so,
one bit
so
where
good.
Daryl was in tears as well, because it was like it was really clever. I was like really shocked. There was like a really good storyline to it as well.
Yeah,
It was brilliant.
Yeah, he does have a backstory.
It was
All right.
brilliant.
Have you
I liked his
speaking of
backstory.
80s.
Yeah.
Yeah. Speaking of 80s and speaking of Christmas movies, is Die Hard a Christmas movie?
Poor
No,
Bruce
I'm not that
Willis.
into it.
No,
It's the one-
it is a legal requirement. Poor Bruce Willis.
Oh,
Have you,
I
have
don't
you heard
watch
where
it,
he's up to
no.
now? He's
He's got,
I know,
he's
he's
got
suffering now,
dementia
yeah.
or Alzheimer's or something. He's
And
got,
then,
yeah.
just quickly as well, Captain Holt. Captain
Oh,
Holt
he
passed away this
died.
week.
He
And
did, yeah.
I'll be honest with you, that I haven't actually. If you watch this celebrities and stuff like that, and there was 2 posts that genuinely got to me this week. One was his desk empty,
Oh.
and the other one was so he's got his husband in it's kind of like the husband in Brooklyn Nine-Nine, and
Oh, that guy.
yeah, and I can't
Okay.
think what is it Sean no Sean is a character in A Good Place, and I can't think what his name is
Right.
now, but basically like it was a picture of them 2 hugging, like kind of on set as such. And I'll be honest with you, it genuinely got to me a little bit because I don't know, it was I think he's one of the first proper celebrities where I've been like, even like, 'cause I wasn't really into Friends. I know like a lot of people with Chandler, they like when he passed,
Yeah.
a lot of people got, but I never really got into Friends. Whereas Brooklyn Nine-Nine was like a proper, that was like comfort.
It was your
I
jam.
would watch that like
Yeah.
every now and then just to kind of, I don't know, that genuinely got me.
Just keep
Got me
it
a little bit.
nice.
Have you read the chat, the Googler?
Yeah,
All
I
right.
choose
All
to
I want
ignore
for
that
Christmas
one.
is a gangbang. Is a good one, lol. And then after that, anyone seen Dirty Santa? So I wonder what kind of collection he has on it.
Although Dirty Santa's not a porno,
Right,
is it? It's,
I'll be honest with you, I'm going to have
is
to
it not?
search this.
it's the guy. Oh, what's his
Andrea
face?
Braher.
Is that who does it? It's like a comedy thing, isn't it? Where he runs around as an angry. Oh no, Dirty Santa.
Oh, is
I'm
it
thinking of
not?
Angry Santa.
Yeah, I have not seen Dirty Santa or heard of it.
All right.
Um,
Polar Sex Press.
Polar Sex Press, yes.
Oh my god.
we're definitely seeing just to clarify, he's the Googler, but it's also his name is also Colin. Just-
All right. Is anyone going to be watching the new Indiana Jones yet? Are you going to watch that?
I'm in the middle. I'm literally in the middle of
Are
it.
you? Do you know what? I was
is
going
it?
to go watch
What,
it.
is it
after this
out?
or tomorrow? It's on. It's
Yeah,
on
it's
Disney
on
Plus.
Disney.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, it's on the Plus.
Yeah.
Okay,
It's
I
on
thought
the
it was coming on
Plus.
to there's a new Chicken Run, but apparently it's shit.
Yes, that looks good. Oh, and there's new Kung Fu Panda as well.
Meh.
Oh, don't meh.
I don't. I
Don't
like
meh
I like
that.
Jack Black, but meh. Could take it or
Meh,
leave it.
meh.
I don't like a
Wow.
bit of Jack Black.
Wow.
Yeah,
is
no,
that
he's fine. He's fine.
controversial
It's yes, it's very racist, dude.
Racist
I
against
missed that
Jack
one.
Black? Question mark.
Oh, brilliant. Yeah, no, I'm going to watch that tonight,
Yeah.
I think.
Speaking
So
of
I'm getting distracted by the
Christmas,
chat.
how are you
Yes.
getting along with your Christmas presents and purchasing? There is a lot of silence in this chat right now. Everyone has gone very quiet.
I honestly, okay, here. First of all, I Well, it's not that I hate
Just,
more than buying
David,
Christmas presents.
just
I hate
wait a
receiving
second.
Christmas presents.
Just
What?
Chloe, this is
Yeah.
way too much explanation for someone who has been organised and got presents. This feels like an immediate excuse. What do you reckon?
I've
What?
not got any yet though.
Okay, David,
So I can't-
continue.
I can't
Continue with what
win
is
it for
clearly
him.
going to be your excuses.
My excuse for what? Not buying presents?
Are you not going to buy presents at all, or are you just refusing?
No, all the presents have
like
been
it?
bought.
Oh, okay.
We've spent
Oh, okay.
we have spent hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of dollars, and there's more hundreds of dollars to be spent. All right, and it's just really annoying because now all those people. Well, first of all, we know we're going to receive stuff. All right, mainly the kids. All right,
Yeah.
and it's just like I don't know. It's just it puts people who like throw. Now I'm not so bad now. All right, but for years and years and years and years, I struggled every single Christmas because I knew that my ex-wife is going to be needing a lot more money because she's already spent so much money on the kids and so much money on all the other presents, and it was just it just put me in. I was strapped all the time, and it was always extra strapped around Christmas.
Yeah.
It's just Christmas. It's just that the kids are getting way too many presents. I remember growing up, I got like 2 presents from Santa, and I got a little stuff. We always got the
stocking.
the deodorant from your aunt.
Oh,
right?
God,
I think
yeah.
most of us gotten that. You know what I mean? But again, it was small. But now they're so fucking big. You got your iPhone fucking, and you got there's so many gifts out there. So many things that cost so much money, and it just puts people in. It puts people in hard's end, and they end up getting bloody.
So what did you get? Nuts in your sack?
They get in debt. Like what?
Say what now, Chloe? Say what?
Did I mishear that?
The more to miss. Carry on, Chloe. You interrupted, so you finish and you explain everything that you need to explain.
I don't know. I was just picking up from what someone else has said, and then I suddenly went, "Did you have nuts in your as in your stocking sack? What did you get in your stocking? What did you get in your stocking?
I don't get anything in my stocking.
Oh, okay.
I got
Whatever my
most
wife throws
things.
in there.
I got like little
Yeah.
like
I
little
get covered
toys I could
clothes.
play with on
But
on
anyway,
Christmas
I'm not
morning.
finished.
Sorry.
My
go
little
on.
my little rant. So
Go
I'm
on.
not going to let you guys derail that.
We're not
try.
Now,
doing it.
one good thing that it might do, in my opinion, is that it helps the economy because now people are actually spending money, and it just helps. It makes it a lot of people actually will get work during Christmas because they're needed now. Because so it is a good thing. Again, spending money does help the economy. All right, and but again, it just puts a lot of pressure on parents because it just puts. I just seen it put too much pressure on people I know, especially family members, where they're. And then they passive aggressively say that they guilt you, and like, oh yeah, I just had to do this because they got so many grandchildren and they got so many and I'm like, yeah, it just sucks. And eventually people just no more buying presents for adults, only kids, and I'm fine with that. But
exactly
again,
what we've
but they
done
get
this
too
year.
many fucking gifts. Kids don't need so many fucking toys. It's stupid. Like having all these ridiculous fucking toys that they're only going to play with fucking a few times before it breaks, or they get bored with it. You know what I mean? It's just, I get.
Well, we've done the family thing of we're not buying each other presents. It's for the kids only, which is quite a bonus.
Sounds
However,
such a good idea.
I have not started because I've got fudge all money in the bank. I've had to put a pause on my loan for Christmas so that I don't pay any of
There you
that
go.
off. I've had to take an extra week's holiday on top of my wage to pay a little bit more towards it. So I get a 5-week month pay rather than 4.
Oh, okay.
So
That's
yeah,
quite
on
a smart
Christmas-
idea.
So
Yes,
proving my
yeah.
point right there.
Yeah. So literally the weekend before Christmas, I am going shopping for kids. And obviously Daryl. I'll get something for Daryl.
Maybe.
And then
It's
yeah,
been good.
so I've not done
Get him
anything
some
yet.
coal to be fine.
I mean, I could get him some coal, but that
Yeah.
would be quite mean.
But it would be quite
I gotta
So I get him some nuts.
I got a
in a
hand
sack.
I got a hand massager from my wife for Christmas, and I opened it up early because I just
hand massager.
yeah, you put your hand in here like this. This is,
You
by
sure
the
your
way,
hand goes
if you
in
want to
there?
see what I'm
Oh.
holding, you can go to YouTube and see, and it's it's actually really good.
Does
I
it
really like
massage
Thank you
more
very
than
much, wife.
hands?
It does
Yes,
look like
it does massage my penis once in a while.
Okay, I thought we were
All
just
right.
going to go for euphemisms, but no.
No. I have put my foot in there, and it doesn't. It's not the greatest, but
Put your foot in there, amazing.
So
So I always like. I don't really get like big things for Kale. It's like I like getting like little like thoughtful gifts. So like she's like she
little
did
softy, aren't
into.
you?
Honestly, I genuinely I am like a proper like soft ass at heart. Like, really bad. By the way, Kale, if you are happen to be watching this one here, stop watching because I'm going to talk about your present. So just stop watching. It's a bit of a disclaimer. So I always get like gonks. Yeah, she's like massively into gonks, but like they've gone really
Can you
popular.
explain gonks?
They're like the little
Gonk.
gnome things,
It's
aren't
like
they?
a
gonks?
gnome, but like
Yeah.
the nose sticks out, and like they're
And they
just
got a big
small
tall
and
hat.
cute. Yeah.
Yeah.
Other than nose not sticking out, because noses have a tendency of sticking out.
But they're like a cone, but they've got a little nose.
Yeah.
And they've got like no features other than a beard.
The
Yeah?
beard.
They're very. They are,
Can you
they are
not
quite
say
cute.
beard without sounding like a pirate?
Beard.
It's like gnomes and gonks. That's what she likes.
Nose and gonks.
She loves them absolutely, and that and sunflowers. So like I've managed to kind of get both year, like every year I've managed
Have
to
you
get
managed to get a gonk sunflower?
Yes,
sunflower
I've got a different one every year.
Amazing.
So this is now for the third year where I've got her a sunflower gonk basically.
What are you sure she likes
And
these, or you just picked on them?
She is.
You know, like when you got a
obsessed with them.
grandparent that goes, "Oh, it looks like you really like that present there that I've got you."
No,
and then they
no,
start
no,
buying you a massive collection.
She is obsessed with them.
Okay.
Obsessed with them. And so this year, because I don't know, I'm not very good at like actually like sitting and like writing a letter and like doing the whole expressing like feelings and shit like that. I don't know. I wanted to, but so I was trying to kind of think of something that was
AI.
like that, but not that.
In the same thing.
AI.
So I've got like a massive it's like a big map of Europe and England.
Right.
Like, so like England's like it's all basically it's kind of like all nice and blown up.
It's a big map.
It has-
yeah.
But
And it
England's
has-
in Europe.
I know. I don't really know why I said it like that. That sounded really stupid. I was hoping no one would pick up on that, but
I had like
I
question
should've-
like, wait, are they?
Yeah,
Did they escape from Europe or did it?
Yeah, I don't know why I worded it really weirdly there. But basically, it's got like lots of little pins, and so I'm going to pin every single place
I've
that
seen
we've
those.
been.
Yeah, everywhere you've gone. Yeah.
And
You have
so
gone really
there's-
quiet, Tom. Can I just point out?
Oh, have I?
Yeah.
Is that any
talk
better?
up.
Sorry, I
That's better.
apologise. Okay,
Yeah,
I
you will be.
apologise.
Go on.
So yeah, basically, I've got like there's a pin for like every single place that we've
Much
been,
better.
and then there's a different color pin for. So I've kind of remembered every single place that we've said that we've wanted to go. I'm just going to mark all of them down as well. I don't
You're a
know,
little
so
softy.
well, I just thought it was going to be quite a cute little present, and then I also got which I quite liked. It's like this. It's like a key ring, but it's like a jigsaw piece, and like you each have a half
And
of
you've
it.
got the other half.
So we each have a half.
God, that's
I don't
getting
know.
cheesy now. And you said you don't like cringe.
Well, I don't know. See, I like shit like that. To be honest, I don't know. It's just like thoughtful, isn't it?
Do you know what
But
you're
it's
like,
also-
Tom? That I saw on
Go on.
Instagram the other day. You each have a bracelet, and then you tap it, and then it vibrates the other bracelet's wrist wherever you are. So you know
Did
you're
it have a
thinking
sponsor?
about
I've-
each
Did it say
other.
sponsor in the very bottom left hand
Yeah,
corner?
yeah. I've seen
Yeah,
these,
yeah,
and
that's-
I don't think they work.
Well, get them and test them.
Yeah, no, I don't think that they work, or there's like something wacky about them because there's quite a few of these like scam ones that you find on Instagram.
there?
And like, yeah, I find that Instagram. I won't get stuff off there. Although Kale,
No, I wouldn't
should
get it off
buy stuff
Instagram. You'd have to Google it.
Yeah. If it's an advert for a product on Instagram, my immediate reaction is this is a scam because it seems like 90% of the stuff on Instagram is just trying to scam you. Or is that just me?
I don't
No,
know.
I feel that too.
I'm reading the have we got people
Chat.
here? The chat. There you go. There's the word. Chocker Joe
It
says
says,
you
it says it at the very top.
can in bold letters. It says you can get the same clothes for mostly lady parts or ladies that app controlled.
You can get what?
And I also read that. Well, I'm guessing you can buy like vibrators that you can control.
With your
Okay.
phone? Yeah, via
Oh
Bluetooth.
yeah. Send her out with like
That's-
vibrating pants. I was like, don't let her know.
Yeah,
the
Go for a meal.
they're great, and this is speaking hypothetically. They're great until the Bluetooth disconnects, and then you've got to press the reconnect button on the device, which doesn't look great in a restaurant.
This sounds like it's coming from experience.
Don't know what you're talking about,
Apparently.
David.
Joe never said that. I'm just reading it wrong. Oh, amazing. Sorry, go on.
I'm finished with that. I don't really know.
So present. Okay, we've gotten most presents. A lot of times you end up exchanging money. Here's 50 quid. Oh, here's 50 quid back.
It's stupid, isn't it? There's no kind of
It's like this. Okay, so basically, I'm going to give my my niece and nephew nephews and niece I give some gift cards, and then my sister is going to do the exact same thing for us. And it's just like, what's the fucking point?
Yeah.
You know.
Do you know one of the presents Logan asked for? Roblox.
What?
Roblox.
Yeah,
That's free. So go get them.
Fucking money.
No, it's
You
not.
gotta pay
It's
like 20
Roblox
quid on
money. Yeah.
Roblox.
Oh, Roblox money.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So it's fake
No,
money.
is
so that you
it?
can buy
It's not. It's
stuff.
not Roblox. It's Robux. Is it not?
Robux, sorry.
Yeah,
on
yeah.
Roblox.
There's a difference.
Yeah.
I believe
Oh.
you can get it cheaper at places.
What do you mean you can get it cheaper?
Now you can get I get it at discounted rates, can't you, on certain sites?
Oh, can you?
Like G2A and shit like that. Although I'm not sure how much I trust G2A, but
Never heard of
CD
it.
keys I trust. I always get stuff off CD keys. That's
Okay.
it. If you're looking for PC games.
Oh, is there Fortnite
Always
money
that.
as
By
well?
the way, CD keys. What it does in other countries, they charge a lot less for games, and so they
A lot less.
you're basically buying them from people who would normally get them for cheap. You know, so isn't that basically what it is?
Yeah,
That's
basically.
why they're able to. They're like 80% off. You know what I mean? So
I
that allows
got
a lot of people in countries like just who don't have a lot of money, to
I
pay
got
an
a
affordable
game
price for it.
I got a game this week, and it should have been like 25 quid, and I got it for like 15.
Nice.
So I was
All right,
happy
so-
for that.
While we're on the Christmasness still, we're still excited about it, obviously. Who's had a Christmas party recently? Anyone?
Unless it's just me. So
Well, so, are you
know.
not having
You can have
a company
one by
Christmas
yourself.
party there? Where you just sit and drink alone?
too much office drama.
Tom, you must have had it. Although, which job are you at
No.
the moment?
So this is the issue. So the Lawsons have had a Christmas party.
But you're not there
which,
anymore.
I'll be honest with you. So I actually I went. Fucking Raymond. I tell you what, fucking Raymond's a bellend. Let me just complain about him for a second.
Oh,
'Cause
okay. Oh,
He
shit.
owed me some. Right. So he owed me some money. See, Raymond, I love him. He's a fucking dickhead. But there's something about him that I don't know. There's something that's very likable about him, and so I went to I did my last day, but he owed me he owed me in cash basically, and just because it was like a different tax, it was a whole thing basically. So I had to go and get it in cash, which I was happy enough with. I wasn't bothered about that. So I had to go and get it, but I've held off on it, and I went to go and get it last week at some point, I think Monday or no Saturday, I think it was. I went, and so I came into the yard, and he's standing. There's a fucking crane set up, and there's two Arctics side by side. And he comes, come on now, Tom. Go and jump up on that up there. Go on, just go and strap that up for us. And I instinctively get on top of this truck and start strapping this fucking load up. He goes, right, I'm just going to go and pop out. You sort this out, and I'll come and chat to you in a minute. 2 hours later, 2 fucking hours later, I'm still on this fucking truck, slinging for him, doing directions for a crane, basically doing my whole job, but he didn't pay me for the fucking 2 hours, the bastard. I was thinking, this is my day off. Yeah,
You're
he's such a fucking dickhead. He is a dickhead. I mean, don't wrong.
Wow.
I enjoy doing that kind of shit. I can't really. That's the
I'll
thing.
say, I
right?
imagine
So,
you loved it. Yeah.
I did, yeah. I tell you what, I'm on more money now at Caterite than
Yeah.
I was doing work for.
And you're just driving a van now.
This week I've driven a Mercedes Sprinter all week, and my paycheck will be higher than what it was for Lawson's, and not even just a
Wow.
little bit,
It's
like
That's really
it is
good.
ridiculous.
a chunk more than what
That
it
is
was.
proof that they're paying truck drivers less than what they need to. You know, the
Yeah.
fact that we have to go out and pay thousands of dollars to actually get educated, to get a certain license, and they don't fucking pay us properly. But
Yeah.
before we jump into that, I think the reason why Chloe asked that in the first place is because the reason why Chloe was missing last week.
Well, I was just bringing it up. I felt really excited because we came back obviously Monday and after the weekend. Well, everyone at work. And I got told
okay.
that apparently because I left a bit earlier because I was quite poorly at last weekend and didn't know if I was going to make it, and I made it. And then I felt all right, so I drunk loads, got involved, had a right barmy and had a right pie. And
this is at an office
staff
party.
do, yeah. And
Okay.
I don't know if it's because of this podcast or what, but recently I've got a lot more confidence within the last year or so. And whereas before I wouldn't be dancing, I'd be one of those sort of taking a minute or two to get out there and getting the confidence
Wait for other
to
people.
go.
That way you can kind of blend in without anybody looking at you.
Yeah, whereas now I'm just I don't give a shit what you guys do. I'm fucking going for it. I'll stand there on my own and do it for all I give a shit.
So at one point you must have been the only person dancing.
Probably, yeah. I have no idea. I think I dislocated my ankle at some point. It was that much of a rage
close your
going
eyes.
on. honestly, right?
Everyone thought you were dancing, but no, you're just hopping around.
I did a full-on GI Joe because I wore heels, right? I actually wore heels.
Oh,
haha.
oh.
But they came
I
off
hate wearing heels.
because I did my ankle sort of twisted, and what I do is when I twist my ankle, it pops out and then pops back in. But because I was in heels and someone was holding my hand, it popped out, but it didn't pop back in. So I kind of bailed on the floor.
Ouch.
This is another story that I'm going with now. I kind of bailed on the floor and everyone's going, "Oh, fuck you, right?" And I was like, "Yes, all good." Literally went, "All right." And then I whacked it back in with my fist. So I must have looked like G.I. Jane or something, just sitting there going, "Yeah, we're good." And then I got up and danced again. And I went, "Yeah, fine. Don't worry about it."
Well, that might be the most hideous thing I think I've ever heard. That is fucking horrendous.
Anyway, I was quite pissed by this point. But basically what I'm saying is I was dancing and I didn't give a shit who was watching me, what I was doing, and I did dirty dancing, not dirty dancing literally, but dirty dancing when the song comes on and then the girl runs up, baby runs up, and then she catches him or he catches her.
Yeah.
I did that with one of the girls.
Really? That's nicely done. What,
So
you
anyway,
caught her or she caught you?
I caught her. I'm a lot heavier, so I caught her, and I was like, "Yeah, hardcore." And we, everyone was like, "Wow, this is amazing!" And I remember all this; it was hilarious. And then, because I didn't feel great and there was nowhere to stay, I went with some of my mates that weren't drinking. So obviously, we left at about 11, half 11, and then we sort of went and then said bye, and they're like, "Oh, fuck, you going?" I was like, "Yeah, we're going." Anyway, so I turned up back on Monday, and they were like, "Fuck me." The moment you left, literally within about 10 minutes, everyone stopped dancing, pretty much. I was like, "No, they didn't." And I was like, "You just being nice because I'm in the office next week in charge or whatever."
Yeah.
And you're just sucking up to me to be nice. And they're like, no, genuinely. There was you were just you didn't give no shits. You're, one of those party goers that just you wait for that everyone just gets up on the dance floor because you've got all that enthusiasm. I was like, "Was I really?" I was like, "No, you're taking the piss." They're like, "No, honestly." And they all kind of "Yeah, no, honestly." And I was like, sorry, I'm getting really excited about this, obviously.
So you're the cool chick.
So I was the cool
You're
chick of the party. Yeah.
Yeah.
When does that ever happen? That has never happened to me. I'm normally
And
just
you have us to thank for that, by the way, because
think
we
I
have given
do.
you that confidence.
I actually genuinely think I do.
You're very welcome, by the way.
Oh, thanks,
It
mate.
takes two men. It takes two men to give you the power.
Wow. Yeah.
I would
that's
like
exactly
to
what
say
it
I do not validate or support his opinion.
is. Always turns
Your
around.
laughter.
So
David's
anyway,
opinion is his own, and
I was just very excited that it's just something I don't know. Maybe it is for the podcast or something, but I don't know if you guys have felt it. I know Nessa wanted to talk about this, so I probably ruined it for her. But I don't know. I just feel like through this, I've got a lot more confidence, and that's something I would never have done. Honestly, never would have done it.
I did. Okay, I brought this up in the chat. I was just kind of like, I basically
did,
said
yeah.
to the group, as in like, do you ever just feel weird, kind of like talking about private stuff that you wouldn't normally talk to, but you're talking to it in front of like 1,000 people. Obviously, you're not seeing that 1,000 people right there, but imagine 1,000 people in a room or in a I don't know in a hall or whatever, right? And like that's a lot of people just to kind of talk about it, because like I just told everybody last week that I shaved my balls, and I had 2 people staring at my now you don't remember this, Chloe, because you didn't see
No, I
last
wasn't there.
episode.
I only listened.
But I had
What?
2 people
She wasn't there when you were having your balls shaved or the podcast. Which one?
She didn't listen to the podcast or watch
Although,
it.
hang on a minute.
You know?
David also stated this with I wonder how many people have jerked off to listening to us or watching us or something. Was that not the statement you had earlier as well?
I don't know what
Just
you're
to
talking
make
about.
it a little bit weird.
No,
Actually,
no,
I'd
no
like
idea.
to just state that was me that got
Was that
it was me, and it wasn't, because you guys were talking about this, and I was like, you were talking about like 500 people, and I just suddenly thought, well, think about being a porn star and being on, like, looking on and seeing how many views, and just thinking each one of them views ended. You know what I mean? They all ended, and
prematurely,
and
before the video was actually done, probably too.
Oh my god!
It must be very surreal. That I
don't know. Tell me,
it
speaking
is.
from experience.
It is weird how doing something like this does give you like a level of confidence. Like I can, like, I don't know. I feel like since been able to talk, like those stories where I felt really embarrassed about, when I've talked about them on here,
Yeah, you
and
get
I've
the
been like,
confidence
you've
with it.
had a laugh with it. It's like a burden has been released, and you no longer have to worry about it. It's just like the Morrison story is no longer something you feel ashamed of.
think
It's now
everyone is
fucking
traumatized by
hilarious.
Actually, can we remind everybody what the Morrison
Honestly,
story
we
is?
don't
'Cause
need
you
to.
had
It's Christmas. Let's not remind him of the Morrison
Put a
story.
Christmas sprinkle
If
on
you-
it.
If you, we don't need to do that. If you
You
don't
have
know
to
what
go
the
back and
Morrison
listen.
story is, just go back and listen. There you go, David.
Yeah, go and find it.
If what
I think
you
it was
want
like
to
a
do is you want to
Christmas
make them
special as
re-listen to
well.
all of the
Yeah.
episodes,
I think
and it could be
it was
anywhere.
around episode 35 to 75, somewhere in
I
the
think
middle.
it
of it.
was a
And if it's
Christmas
not,
special.
just keep going further.
Yeah,
I think
yeah,
it might
just
have been,
start
actually.
again. Just start again. Go on then, David. What were
beginning.
you saying before I rudely interrupted you?
You didn't rudely interrupt me. You just interrupted me. I actually don't remember. What was I talking about?
Oh, god damn it. You were talking about confidence.
Oh, yeah. No, it's just yeah, like we're more confident because of
Yeah.
this show. Like we're just normal people. There's nothing special about us. We just happen to have people listening
We
to our
are
conversations
special.
every week. You know what I mean? As in, like, just it is just we're not raised to be whatever we are. What are we categorized as? As in, like, influencers? We're
Are we?
personalities.
Questionable?
Is there anyone we've actually influenced?
Well, isn't that what we're called though? As in, like, we all have YouTube channels, and we're called influencers. That's what the
Barely,
term
at
is called
this
now.
Vaguely.
You know, but but like the more people you listen to, like the people are actually listening to us.
Yeah.
I don't know why, but they are, and we're gonna keep going. You know, but
I'm loving the we've got the podcasters, randoms, YouTubers, the unnormals. Oh, I like the unnormals.
I kind of like that. I kind of like that. Hashtag
Sum us
t-shirt.
up.
The
Yeah,
unnormals.
YouTubers.
yeah.
The specials.
we're-
Love it.
We seem to be I don't know, maybe we're relatable, and that's why people listen to us. Again, it's just sometimes it's kind of weird just talking, and obviously people, like, only a few people are actually listening to us live, and you know, when
And if you wish,
It's-
and if
it's
you want to
pre-
listen to us live, you can do so. Go to patreon.com/JAPT or search it, and then you can join us live as we talk. Sorry,
You can.
JATP,
JATP. I'm pretty sure it's that.
just another trucking, JATP, just another trucking
just
podcast.
Another JA trucking podcast.
TP.
JATP. Yeah. Patreon.com.
You said JAPT.
Did I? I don't know.
Yeah.
It's something.
Maybe you
Search
should
it.
get this
be right.
written down in front of you.
I
Sounds
was
like
trying to
something you
plug.
should know.
by this point. How many episodes are we in now? Because what are we up to now?
This is 145.
100.
Even though it says
Wow.
episode 144, there was that one podcast a few weeks ago that everyone listened to with Pi, the storm chaser. That's its own little episode. But but yeah, 145 episodes we're in.
So
I started at number 50, by the way.
I was
only
literally about
148.
to say, because Chris is always going to be like OG, and I just
Original
it
gangster.
was only when it was only when me and you were talking the other day that I suddenly realised you've done nearly double the episodes that he did.
Really?
It's crazy. It's crazy.
have,
In fact,
yeah.
you and both of you two have done nearly double the episodes that Chris did.
Well, yeah, because I came in earlier anyway.
You did, yeah.
When Chris is on, I want to be on with Chris. I don't want Chris ever replacing me. I want to be on that episode. I know there's just something like, I love you, Tom. All right, but I'm gotten used to you now at this point. I got 100 episodes in with you nearly. You know what I mean? I'm like, but I don't have that much time with Chris. You know, so if Chris is on, you know, it's just like, I don't know. That's
It's
I
like
feel
a bonus, isn't it? It feels good.
it is.
exciting.
It is. You know, so hopefully we can get him on soon again. But
Christmas special. Let's just say he's on,
Christmas
and then he's
special,
got
yeah.
to come on next week. Christmas special,
Yeah.
he'll be on.
We'll see. I do have.
It's
I actually have got another guest actually lined up. I've got.
Can you please tell the manager of
Yeah,
this podcast
technically this
that
is
if you're
not-
having
this is after
a
talk.
guest,
Oh yeah, I know. But it is quite an exciting. It's actually quite an exciting one. It's someone that is actually a proper. I don't know. He's someone that I really like his videos, and
Is this
not
guaranteed,
many.
or are you just saying it?
Yeah, I've got.
and
his-
why
I've-
is this
I've
the
got his
first
phone
time I'm
number.
hearing about this?
Can we mention it, or
Like
Are they getting
seriously,
excited?
Because I'll be
you
honest with
you gave me a position. Can I please have some bit of control?
Oh no, I'll be honest with you. I got his number and arranged this about a month ago, and I've still not talked to him about it.
Oh my
Wow.
god! So he doesn't even know he's coming on.
Oh no, he
Unbelievable.
does, but he just doesn't know when. There'll be some point. I'll figure this
We
out.
still don't know who it is. Okay, all right. It
It
sounds like we should be talking after the show, but okay.
yeah, we're going to tangents upon tangents.
Does he drive a truck?
He does, yeah. I was watching one of his videos, and I was like, "Holy shit! I recognise where he is." And I was looking at this because, like,
Recognise where he is.
so there's a lot of these, a lot of the vloggers, and you'll watch the.
Yeah, is it
You'll watch
Chocolate
you'll watch where they're going. They'll be like, "Oh, this part's really tight. It's really like kind of it's going to be quite difficult to get through this section." You think, "Fucking hell, come on, lads, stick your foot down. It'd be right." Whereas this lad, where he was, like, this is coming from. I feel like this is a compliment. This is coming from me, but I was looking at it and going, "Holy shit, that's actually genuinely some impressive driving because that is fucking tight
Tight
down
as
there.
fuck.
That is properly tight where he was."
Is this the guy who backs up doubles?
No, it's not. Oh, fucking hell, I
Who
don't
is
know
it?
if
Or
I doubles.
beat
You may as well
trends?
just tell us.
I can't remember what his name is now. Off the top of my head,
Oh my
what his
God.
YouTube name is? Oh, shut the fuck up!
You just made this big spiel, like, oh yeah, I've got this really
He
He made.
exciting
You know,
guest
there is
coming
there
on.
is no guy.
Don't even know who the
There
fuck
is
he
no-
is.
There is
no,
no one.
he's just blagging
Yeah,
it.
He's just making it up.
Yeah.
But there is this one video that Tom shared us where this guy was backing up B doubles, and he was back. It was a tight driveway, and there was a car, and like not a fucking hope. Like surely this trailer had to be manually steered.
And
That's just
oh, it has.
And-
So it's got manual rear steer. It has got manual
Okay.
rear steer, but or let's say manual, but it's on a dolly as well. That was phenomenal.
God.
It's Trucking UK is the guy's name.
gotcha.
I've
That
got
rings
lined
a
up.
bell.
Yeah, it does a lot of shorts. Does a lot of shorts, and they're really good.
Okay.
But that B double will fuck
Shorts
me.
don't make any money. I got one. I've got a couple of shorts that have millions of views,
I'm just saying,
and
Dave,
you get paid. We
TikTok's
get paid
changed.
pennies for it.
Isn't it just for views?
So has
Go on,
TikTok
why-
not changed how it all works?
I don't know.
I
I
don't
actually
watch
don't even know.
TikTok.
I don't look at how much I make on that. It's just so little. It's not even worth it. It's just ridiculous. I've got more fucking views on TikTok than I do on YouTube, and it's
Yeah.
it's so little that I don't even look at it. It is just, you know what I mean. It's just ridiculous how little they pay the creators. But yeah.
Okay.
It is bollocks.
And
Really.
my main income is from YouTube. you know that's saying something how little they actually fucking pay.
Yeah, it is
But-
bollocks, isn't it? Really.
But-
Yeah, it is bollocks. I thought you were about to say something there, David. I thought you had like a really
David looked like he was getting
I
raring
was
up
I was
then.
No, I'm just stretching.
He's
We've been
stretching.
sitting,
That's his hint
for a while.
to go, I've had enough.
Well, here's the thing is, before we started recording, we spent an entire hour trying to fucking get Tom fixed up on it with his internet and with his camera.
Yeah,
it
and
was just
everyone's
so-
saying it's at 0% right now. So we're like, maybe we should finish.
So like I'm a little tired. But the thing is, we've barely even recorded an hour, and our average show now lately has been going at least an hour and a half. So,
no.
What?
Well, we're cutting it short. Or we cutting it short. Ooh.
We don't have to cut it short. We have another topic that we'd like to talk about. You know, normally we have Facts of Wife, or a Judge Chloe, or a quiz to kind of fill in the gap at the very end. But we have none of those right now. We could introduce Chloe to the facts of last week, but that'd be kind of silly.
No, that'd be very, very silly. We're not going to do that.
But
I think my only kind of like the only topic we did partially cover on, which is the fact that pay for truck drivers just seems to be.
If you want, I've got a game for you.
Go on.
You've gone quiet. Service station
Tom
or
was
cheese?
about to talk.
Huh?
Service station or cheese? What? Are you going to do a serious one, or you want to have fun one?
He was
Fuck
about
it,
to do a
Christmas.
serious one there.
I was about to do a
Will you
serious one, but
actually?
yeah. But we're going. We'll do service station or cheese.
All right. Okay.
You've done this before, haven't you?
No one's done it yet. I want to do it though.
No,
I think
this was talked about. This was talked about fucking ages ago in the chat.
Okay. Peas pottage.
No, that must be a cheese. I've never heard that one. No, actually, no.
Yeah, I know
It's a service station, is it not?
I don't know.
What are
tell
you
me.
saying, Tom? Which one are you going to lock down on? 'Cause
I'm-
I'm going to lock down on the opposite one.
Okay, I'm going to go service station.
I'm going to go with cheese.
Ooh, cheese. It is. Peas pottage is a service station on the M23
Wow.
near Crawley.
That sounds so. What
It
is
is
it
a
called?
very-
Is it the name of a town?
What, the Crawley?
I
I guess so.
No. Oh, it's near Crawley. Crawley.
Peas pottage just
Okay.
sounded. It's a. I
Okay,
don't know,
you ready?
It didn't sound like a cheese. Go on.
Duddleswell.
Well, that's obviously a service station. Obviously.
What do you reckon?
I can't imagine it being a cheese. It just doesn't sound like a. Would you eat?
What's everyone
Ooh.
saying?
I've-
Googler saying cheese.
I've got
Joe
some.
saying
I've got
cheese.
some Wensleydale and I've got some Duddersdale.
Duddleswell.
Or Dudderswell. That was it. I don't know. I'm going to go for a service station as well. I'm going to go with David.
It is in
Is it
fact
cheese?
cheese.
Really?
Yeah, I knew it was.
Sheep
Wow.
cheese.
Yeah, I knew it would be.
Sheep cheese.
Sheep's cheese. Okay, ready? There's only 10 of these. So
Do
don't
sheep
worry.
do sheep
you can
make
get
it,
serious
or
after this.
are they from the dairy of?
Do
is it-
sheep
is
make
that right?
it?
As a joke.
Oh, okay. I thought you were being serious. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no,
They
you
just
got,
sit there and churn their own
sheep
milk.
laborers.
They don't get paid fairly though.
Rivington.
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 I know for a fact that's a service station.
Oh, dear.
I'm gonna go with cheese.
Oh, you're going to go cheese. Just to go against him. Rivington is, in fact, a service station on the M61
Oh, darn
near
it.
Bolton.
Yeah.
Of course,
And-
someone would know that one.
Yes, I know that one. There, it does have a Greg's. Does Rivington?
No wonder.
Yeah.
Okay.
If it has a
about
Greg's,
some
I will know exactly what services we're talking about.
How's it got a Greg's? Okay, Kidderton Ash.
Killington Ash.
Kidder.
Probably a
Kidderton.
smoked cheese.
Kiddington
So I'm gonna go with cheese.
Ash. That sounds like a cheese.
Kidderton
That sounds like a
Ash.
that's Kiddington Ash. That's definitely a cheese, and it's a fancy
Definitely a
cheese as well.
Okay.
It's
It is
a
in fact. You ready? Yeah?
cheese.
Fancy? It is a
Cheese.
silky smooth goat's cheese.
Yeah,
There we go.
yeah.
There we
It sounds like it's like Kiddington Ash. It pairs well with the something Sauvignon Blanc.
Okay.
I
Okay.
don't know why. Don't know if you
Just
can tell that.
say one. Any word you know. Chevington.
Well, that just sounds like a service station. That's what it sounds like. So it's obviously a cheese.
I'd say services. Chevington. I feel like I've been there, or something like that. Or maybe it's something
Well,
different.
we got mixed. Chocker Joe services. I have a big cock. Cheese. Jingle my sack.
Say, I'm a big cock cheese. By the way, that's someone
That's the
in
first
the
time
chat.
we've mentioned that, by the way.
Yeah.
Yes, I know. I've just realised.
People in the chat seem to find it hilarious to have ridiculous names. So when we read out their comment, we have to read out their name.
For like an hour, we've been kind of saying their names. We already laughed and giggled at all their names for an hour before we started recording. So it kind of just sounds normal, you know? Yeah, jingle my sack.
Chloe, you've revealed your
well.
secret. Okay, right. So it is, in fact, a cow's milk cheese.
Yeah.
There you go. Yeah?
Yeah.
I'm not
Yeah.
keeping score of this. This is just entertainment purposes.
I don't
Right.
know.
Let's
It's
just
all
say I'm
good.
winning.
Number 6. Millstone.
Oh, right
That
on.
could go
It
either way.
doesn't even sound funny though. Millstone. That's just
Well,
you know.
I'm sorry, I didn't search like funny cheese names. I do apologise.
I'm gonna go cheese.
You should have typed out funny cheese names.
It was
You-
off the
you know.
back of the block. I went for this. All right, I'm just going with it. What are you
I'm
going
gonna
for
go.
then?
I'm gonna go cheese. Millstone
You're gonna go
cheese
cheese?
just sounds like a cheese.
No, that's totally a fucking service station.
Okay.
That's what it says on Google right here.
Right, everyone's mixed
Kidding.
again. Googling it. Millstone is in fact a hard use milk cheese. There you go.
Mm.
Oh, why would you explain as a
Alright.
hard use? That just sounds gross.
That doesn't sound
Okay.
appealing, does it?
Ready? Next one. Annandale.
Oh, that's the services.
Oh. It's cheese.
Services.
Absolutely
Annandale
it's
services.
cheese.
I believe again that has a Greg's.
Oh my god.
Let me
Okay.
just double check that.
What, are you just going to Google if it's got a Greg's? Did you mean cheese? Question mark.
Let's have a look.
That'd be
It
funny.
says so. It's
Oh
Annandale.
no, it
Water.
doesn't. It's a McDonald's.
Oh, Tom, you've let the side down. Okay, well, it is in fact a large service station off the A74M near Carlisle. I said that right, Carlisle? Is that
Yeah,
right?
it's.
Do you think we could get
but
sponsorship? from
I'll be
Greg's?
honest with you though, it's not near Carlisle at all.
Is it not?
It's not. The thing is, right? The problem is the A74 or the M74, A74M, whatever you want to call it. It goes from Carlisle to Glasgow, and there is basically nothing in between it. So it's either nearer the Glasgow side or the the Carlisle side. So when it says near Carlisle, it's fucking not. It's not near anything. In fact, 1 second. Let's just put this in a second. Let's get directions.
My pausing,
'Cause-
are we?
By the way, Chloe, last
Yes.
week he actually Googled a Christmas song, and
it was fucking.
You Googled
Yeah,
a
so-
Christmas song?
during the recording. Yeah, he totally recorded. Sorry, he searched, Googled whatever.
Yeah.
Christmas song and read all the lyrics, and he was absolutely devastated. He couldn't believe that because this is a very popular Christmas song that you probably can sing along to as well. But when you actually listen,
It
to
was
the
something
lyrics, it's
else.
absolutely.
Yeah, it was.
Is that what, like the
So-
Mandela effect, where you hear something else and it's not what it is?
No,
or something?
no, the lyrics are straight up. Yeah, it's just you hear it
Gotta
along
listen to it
other
properly. Right.
other ones, and so if you listen to last week's
Google it,
podcast,
it's
you can find out
rapey.
exactly. Yes, it was very rapey. Those
Oh,
are Tom's
okay.
words too.
Yeah.
Tom
Oh.
went and he read so
Yeah, it is
Tom's-
a 40-minute drive from Carlisle. So it is
Oh.
not near Carlisle. But fun fact, if you do go there, there are geese. There are geese everywhere. They do not give a fuck. They will attack you. They will walk in front of the
What geese
truck.
do.
They will
what if
go.
you're giving them food?
Do not feed the geese. For fuck's sake, if you go to
Why
this is
not?
a public service announcement. If you go to Annandale Services, do not feed the geese. Do
Because they're
not feed
assholes?
them.
Maybe they'd be nicer.
They
Maybe
are
they'd be nicer
assholes.
to you
Geese
if
are
you
horrible.
fed them.
No, they're not. Geese are horrible.
They're just
fucking
gonna
How
run
do
at
you know?
though. It's like
Huh?
you
Yeah,
know,
they're
if
gonna
you-
run at you and ask for more food.
I'm
Please,
I'm
sir.
pretty sure.
Can I have some more?
with their
No.
mouths.
One
They're
second.
not that
There
nice.
must
Please,
be.
sir, can I have some more? They're more like attack. Like
There
that.
has to be pictures of the fucking geese.
Okay. All right.
I'd be
You want another?
staggered if there's not. Yeah, go on. Let's do one more.
Okay. Bold cock.
Oh shit!
No.
That's
Bulldog.
bull.
Bulldog. Bulldog.
Can you
I
spell it?
misread it. Bald. BALDOCK.
Okay,
Bulldog.
that sounds like a service station.
No, that must be a
Who
cheese.
would name their cheese after that? Why would they put their cheese?
No, that
Unless
sounds
it's
like
trying to be like ironic.
It has to be a fucking cheese. That.
Yeah, only because we're going for outrageous.
Oh, apparently
Yeah.
Trucker Joe's going there Monday. It is in fact a service station on the A1.
No, where is it?
Near Stevenage. There you go. Right, okay. Next one then. You got two more.
Oh.
You got
Oh, okay.
Cotherstone.
Well, service station.
Tomo?
A cheese, I feel like.
Okay. Are you ready for it? It is in fact a cheese from Durham. There you go.
Yes.
Well done. Okay, last one. Oh, okay. This sounds like a lame one. Oh, okay. Gloucestershire. Gloucester.
Oh, Gloucester Services. Gloucester Services.
And
You're talking about,
It's a
yeah.
cheese.
Fun
It's a
fact:
cheese.
Gloucester Services. Do you know I talk about tea-based services
right.
and about the breakfast there?
Right.
It's owned by the same people.
Oh, okay.
Because it's
That's
like
random
if you've ever been there, Gloucester Services is like you get in there, you're like, is this definitely a services? Because it is super posh. Like, but there is some good food there. There's some very good food there, and they do also as well do Cairn Lodge services as well.
How did
Hashtag
cheese and
advert.
services
Have you ever-
get you onto that? By the way, everyone, it was both cheese and services, as everyone has pointed out.
Oh.
Yeah, so there's a
All
little
right.
trick on that.
Have you ever gone to a service station where they don't put the prices of stuff on the in front of the candy bars or the chocolate bars or whatever?
No, that's illegal.
No. Yeah, they have to do it over here.
Yes, I feel like that should be the case. But I was at a service station or a truck stop, whatever, in America, and it was just like I'm looking everywhere. I'm like, there's no prices here, as in like.
Wasn't
So I
somewhere
gotta ask
obvious,
every
was it?
single time. So because I'm an asshole, I would pick up a chocolate bar and ask, "Hey, what's the price of this?" And she give me the answer. And then I go up again. What's the price of this? And she give me the
Yeah.
answer. And then I did it. I don't know, 7 or 8 times. And she obviously, we were having a bit of a joke about it too. You know what I mean? As in, like, it wasn't just. It was
you
just
might
like,
just be a
Yeah.
how about this one? I'm like, seriously, why don't you have prices on here? I want to know how much I'm spending before I actually give you everything. On top of that, we got to pay tax on top of the price too. All right, so you got to like figure out the whole 7.5%.
Yeah,
You know what I
why
mean?
is that
By the
a
way,
buggy thing out there? That's
it's
annoying.
because it's a state thing. Because if you're from a different state, you don't actually have to pay the taxes that a resident of that state would have to pay. You know?
Wait.
So
Wait.
Wait,
So you
wait,
could
wait,
just
wait.
wait. So when I was in Arkansas, I didn't have to pay any of the taxes.
Technically, well,
Claim
where
it back.
were you a resident of? Where were you staying? I don't know. Now,
Well, I was staying in Arkansas, but I was living. I'm
now,
from
if you're
England.
living in Oregon, all right. A lot of the time, if you're living
How
in
have we
Oregon, you're
gone back
buying
to
in
taxes,
Washington.
by the way?
I don't know.
Well, we are. You can fade away if you want to. All
Oh,
right, but it can be
fucking
interesting how annoying this is, by the way. Now, but if you're living in Oregon, all right, and you're buying something in Washington, a lot of times one of the questions isn't like Oregon or Washington. All right, well, because if you're an Oregon resident, you wouldn't actually have to pay Washington state tax on the purchases. All right, because if you live in Washington, there is no tax on all the stuff you buy. But it was just it was a question that you were constantly being asked. But I don't know how much it is anymore. It's actually been quite a while. But
Wait, why didn't you
there
just
is
lie?
because you have to show your ID. Yeah, you have to show your ID.
This
And
just
if you didn't,
sounds lame.
it does. It's so fucking confusing. And like one time, I had an argument when I came to America first time. I did have an argument with the cashier and the manager because I was buying something expensive, but
it
I
wasn't
brought
their
this amount
fault.
of money.
Did you take
should
it
I
out
stop
on the wrong
talking?
person?
I beat them up. No, but it was just
I
more of like
physically assaulted them.
Who am I supposed to talk to? All right. First of all, I go up. I'm buying something for $100, and they're asking for $109. But I don't have that $9. The price says this.
Yeah.
Why can't I give you the amount of money that you're asking for? As in, like, well, are you an Oregon resident? No, I'm not an Oregon resident. I'm an Irish resident. As in, like, it was really annoying. And eventually they gave me the cost price. I'm like, all right, we're just going to say you're an Oregon resident because they wanted me to shut the fuck up. Again, money was tight. I didn't have a fucking lot of it, and it just pissed me off royally.
So
All
if
right?
you lived there,
you
you didn't have to pay it.
If you lived in certain states and you could prove that you didn't live in that
Surely
state.
the fact that you sound like you're from a Lucky Charms advert that knew that you weren't American.
Well, a lot of times they don't question it. A lot of people, again, and there was not a lot of Irish who were living in it. That didn't happen a lot. Again, if you were an Oregon resident, which is only across the bridge, again, it's literally next door. All right, you got you didn't have to pay taxes.
So could you do it the other way around as well?
Yeah, I did it all the time. I went into Oregon all the time. I never paid taxes and shit.
Right, okay.
Because they never asked.
Wow.
Yeah.
Right,
Yeah, but,
so tax fraud. That's what you've learned this week. Lie, and you don't have to pay taxes.
I do. A lot of products. A lot of products, actually, I would get on Amazon. I would get delivered to a service station. It was an Amazon Dropbox.
Yeah.
And it was used to be right by my work because I worked in Oregon. And so all the expensive stuff, I'd make sure I get shipped there. That way I wouldn't have to pay taxes on it.
Wow.
Fucking hell. That's so
There you
bad.
go. Top tip.
There we go. Yeah.
Wow.
Apparently it's not fraud, says my wife. Or she's just trying to convince people that don't look into this, please.
Just don't look too deeply.
Because it's her.
It's definitely fine.
So,
Each country, each state should be its own different country, to be honest with you. And it should
Yeah,
have its
I
own
would
rules.
say
There should be
so.
there
There's so
shouldn't
many
be a
different
federal and tax laws. All right, it should be just state laws and not federal laws, because federal laws go through the entire country. State laws, it just happens within the state, and a lot of time they contradict each other. Like in a lot of states, you can smoke weed legally and everything, but again, there's a lot of jobs out there that are federally controlled, like
but
truck driving.
how
where
long
you
would it
can't
take?
actually-
How long would it take until it broke out into civil war again? And let's be honest, that didn't work out well the first time round, did it?
What, over weed?
I don't know. Like, it was like a lot of people died. I mean, obviously they did good in the end, and the good guys won. But
Well, civil war isn't the talking, There's a lot of people who are like, oh yeah, guaranteed.
Don't
There's
say
going to be a
that.
civil war.
Oh, God. It's all going to end in tears.
It absolutely. Yeah, I probably will.
Let's not go there. Let's not burn down on this week. Taxes and
If
now civil
only-
war.
if only you hadn't put our fucking cups of tea in the harbour or whatever. I can't remember the joke there.
In the Boston
No,
Tea
I have
Party?
no idea.
That's it, yeah, in Boston.
Oh, okay.
Fucking, why would you do cups of tea? Fucking bastards. I bet it tastes good, that, though.
The tea that went into the bay
I don't know.
that they
Maybe.
dumped over?
Yeah. I was
I
thinking,
can't remember what that was about.
Tom tried to
dunno.
reference something and he
I think-
has no idea about it.
Yeah, the joke didn't work. The joke didn't work. Right, shall we end the show? Because that's
Yeah,
fucking
please
gone.
end that,
That's
'cause you just ruined it.
That has died of death. Thank you so much for listening. If you haven't listened, I've just realised
What?
I didn't introduce you guys at the beginning of the show.
Oh, for fuck's sake. I think we're beyond that.
Okay. By the way, my host this week, we've got Chloe, we've got David. But thank you so much for listening. If you haven't listened, how did you get this far? We shall see you next time. Shit.
Bellend.
Bye, guys.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Thank you so much for listening. This has been Just Another Trucking Podcast. Our podcast manager is David, hosts are myself, Tom. We've got Chloe and we've got David as well. Our producer is Nessa. If you would like to support us, go to Patreon, like our other beautiful patrons, such as Arthur Job, Daniel Smee, Dan M, Joe Rodwell, John Brown, Justin Reilly, Mo Lester. Really? Really? That's one of the names? Oh my god. Mihal, Phil Starkey, Stephen Patterson, Trucker Colin, Big Mike, Gavin Williams, Neil Rees, Trucker Joe, Danny Flynn, the W Anchor. Oh, wanker, fuck's sake, honest to God. And Ginger Mother Trucker. Yeah, I've only just got it now as well. We'll get this outro done in a second. These guys get some great perks, such as extra content, access to the Discord, and if you would like to support us in other ways, go to summerslot.com and get some amazing merch. Follow us on other social media apps like YouTube, Instagram, or just search Just Another Trucking Podcast. Thank you, and bye-bye.